Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to read people instantly. It's important to note that no one can read anyone's thoughts or intentions completely. However, there are some psychological tips that may help you understand others better. Let's dive in. The first tip is to pay attention to body language. Body language can reveal a lot about a person's emotional state and intentions. For example, crossed arms can indicate defensiveness or discomfort, while open arms suggest openness and comfort. A furrowed brow can indicate frustration or anger, while a smile can indicate happiness or friendliness. Eye contact can show interest or disinterest. The second tip is to look for inconsistencies. When someone is lying or trying to deceive, their verbal and nonverbal communication may not match up. For example, they may say something with a smile but have a tense body posture, or they may avoid eye contact when answering a question. The third tip is to notice their tone of voice. The tone of voice can give you clues about a person's emotional state. A high-pitched, shaky voice may indicate nervousness, while a monotone voice may suggest boredom or disinterest. A slow and deliberate tone may indicate thoughtfulness or caution, while a fast and excited tone may suggest enthusiasm. The fourth tip is to listen to what they're not saying. Sometimes, what someone doesn't say can be just as revealing as what they do say. Pay attention to silences or pauses in the conversation, as well as the topics they avoid discussing. The fifth tip is to notice their dress and grooming. A person's dress and grooming can tell you a lot about their personality and social status. For example, someone who dresses formally and wears expensive clothing may value status and prestige, while someone who dresses casually may be more laid back and relaxed. The sixth tip is to watch their breathing. When someone is anxious or stressed, their breathing may become shallow and rapid. Pay attention to their breathing patterns during the conversation. The seventh tip is to observe their hands. Hand gestures can reveal a lot about a person's emotional state and level of comfort. For example, someone who is nervous or uncomfortable may fidget or play with their hands, while someone who is confident and relaxed may use hand gestures to emphasize their points. The eighth tip is to look for patterns. People tend to have consistent behavior patterns, and noticing these patterns can give you insight into their personality. For example, someone who always interrupts others may be overly assertive or impatient, while someone who always listens attentively may be more thoughtful and empathetic. The ninth tip is to notice their eyes. The direction and duration of someone's gaze can give you clues about their level of interest or discomfort. For example, someone who avoids eye contact may be uncomfortable or dishonest, while someone who maintains eye contact may be confident and engaged. The 10th tip is to pay attention to their microexpressions. Microexpressions are brief facial expressions that reveal a person's true emotions. For example, a brief flash of anger or disgust may indicate a negative reaction to something you've said. The 11th tip is to consider their cultural background. Different cultures have different norms for behavior and communication. Understanding someone's cultural background can help you interpret their behavior and communication style. The 12th tip is to look for signs of nervousness. When someone is nervous, their body may show physical signs of anxiety, such as sweating, fidgeting, or shaking. They may also have difficulty maintaining eye contact or speaking clearly. Paying attention to these signs can help you understand if someone is feeling uncomfortable or anxious in a particular situation. The 13th and final tip is to consider the context. People's behavior and communication can be influenced by their environment and the situation they're in. For example, someone may act differently in a job interview than they would with friends or family. Understanding the context can help you interpret someone's behavior and communication more accurately. In conclusion, while it's not possible to read people's minds, paying attention to body language, inconsistencies, tone of voice, what's not being said, dress and grooming, breathing patterns, hand gestures, patterns of behavior, eyes, microexpressions, cultural background, signs of nervousness, and context can help you better understand others and their emotions. By becoming more aware of these cues, you can improve your communication and build stronger relationships with others.